our channel Eazy Btech. This is Sujna. In the last session, I had discussed about dict concept. In this session, I would like to tell about functions concept. Okay. First of all, I would like to tell about one example program. After completion of that program, you got an idea of what is the need of a function. Let's start that example program. Okay. See here, for example, I am taking two variables. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Let's print. I want to print sum and subtraction for these two numbers. Sum and subtraction for these two numbers. Sum means A plus B. Subtraction. Print. Subtraction is equal to A minus B. Okay. Let's execute this program. Okay, this program is executed successfully. 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. 10 minus 20 is equal to minus 10. After that, I want to print sum and subtraction for another two numbers. So here I am taking A is equal to 200, B is equal to 100. Let's print. Sum is equal to A plus B and print subtraction is equal to A minus B. Okay, let's execute this program again. Okay, sum is equal to 300 and subtraction is equal to 100. Okay, fine. Again I want to print sum and subtraction for another two numbers. Okay, A is equal to 2000, B is equal to 1000. Let's print. Sum is equal to again A plus B. Subtraction is equal to A minus B. Is the answer. So let's see the answer. Okay. So fine. This is also executed successfully. Okay. Let's observe this program carefully. Is there any disturbance? Not a mistake. Is there any disturbance? Is there? Yes. Is there any disturbance? That is nothing but repetition of code. There are two statements repeatedly, regularly repeated. Okay. Repeated like this. Okay. So what is the problem of these repeated lines? Okay, what is the problem of these repeated lines? There is a problem. That is nothing but code length is increased. Okay, so whenever the code length is increased, automatically execution time is also increased. Whenever the code length is increased, automatically execution time is also increased. So how we can solve this problem? Okay, by using functions we can solve this problem. So the repeated statements, whenever it came repeated statements, the repeated statements can be written into a separate block. That separated block is called as function. Let's see. I'm taking another page. Let's write this code in functions format. So in this first example, I doesn't use any functions concept. Okay, I am converting this program into functions concept. So why? Because in this program code length is increased. There is no code reusability concept. So whenever the code length is increased, automatically execution time is also increased. That's why I am using functions concept. There is no code reusability in first program. See here. It is the repeated statements. It is the repeated lines. Okay. So first of all, I am taking a function. So later I will tell about what is the syntax of a function. Let's see. Think it is a function definition. So here I am taking a function name. Function name as earth. Why? Because earth, whatever you wish, that is your wish. Why? Because I am taking function name as earth, because of here I am performing sum and subtraction. That's why I am taking earth as function name. Earth, okay, function name as earth. After that, here I am performing sum for two variables. I am performing sum for subtraction for two variables. That's why I have to take two parameters in this function. Two parameters in this function. Let's print sum and subtraction for these two. Sum and subtraction for two variables. Let's print here. Okay. So this is called as function definition. This is called as function definition. So okay, whenever we call the function by using function name, whenever we call the function by using function name, automatically whenever we call the function, automatically function definition is executed. So but we have to call the function by using two arguments, because in function there are two arguments are there. Must and should you have to pass two arguments. So a value is, first of all I have to perform sum and subtraction for these two variables, that is nothing but 10 and 20. So then I am passing these two values, that is nothing but 10 and 20. So the 10 is stored in A variable, the 20 is stored in B variable. Okay, the 10 is stored in A variable, the 20 is stored in B variable. It will perform sum and subtraction. Okay, let's print, let's execute this program. Function 1. Okay, so we got an answer. Sum is equal to 30, subtraction is equal to minus 10. Okay, fine. Next, I want to perform sum and subtraction for another two numbers that are nothing but earth of 200, 100. 200, 100. 200, 100. Let's execute this program again. So whenever we call this second line, means second time function call, automatically function definition is executed. Okay, we got another answer, 300, 100. Again, I want to perform sum and subtraction for another two numbers, that is nothing but 2000 and 1000. Let's pass these values again, 2000, 1000. Okay, so again the answer is correct. So this program is executed successfully. Okay, in the first program there is no code reusability concept. In the second program there is a code reusability concept, because we are using functions concept. This is the difference between normal program and functions program. I think all of you got an idea about what is the need of a function. Okay, let's start functions program. So let's start functions concept. What is a function? Function is a group of related statements that perform a specific task. Function is nothing but function is a group of statements that perform a specific task. It will perform some specific task, that is nothing but, in see here, function is a group of statements that perform specific task. In this function, it is perform sum and subtraction. Okay, it perform a specific task. Next, it avoid repetition. Yes, function avoids repetition. I already told example for this. It avoids repetition and makes code reusability. In the first example, there is no code reusability concept, but in the second example, there is a code reusability concept. That is nothing but functions. Okay. Next one. So types of function. In any programming language, there are two types of functions are there. In Python also, there are two types of functions. That is nothing but inbuilt or library or predefined function is the first one. Inbuilt function, library function or predefined function. What is the second type of a function? Second type of function is nothing but user-defined function. So, user-defined function, predefined function or inbuilt function or library function. What is predefined inbuilt or library function? That is nothing but the function which are coming along with Python software. The function which are coming along with Python software, that functions are known as inbuilt function. There are, so we already discussed so many functions like id, type of, print, add, append, remove. So many predefined functions we already discussed. Okay, let's see a simple. Let's see these example predefined functions. Okay, so for example, I am taking a value is equal to 100, b value is equal to 90.89. I have to know about what is the type of A, what is the type of B. Type of A is nothing but integer type. Type of B is nothing but float. What is the ID of A? What is the ID predefined function? ID of A. ID predefined function. It will generate memory of, means it will generate address of A value and address of A value. ID of B. It will generate address of B value, B variable. Okay. This is about type and ID. These are the predefined function examples. There are so many predefined functions are there like append, add, remove, sorted, sort, min, max. I already told in list, tuple, set, dictionary concepts also. Okay, let's see what is the syntax of user-defined function. What is the syntax of user-defined function? Def, function name, parameters, statements, return value. Here it is called as indentation block. You have to mention indentation block for functions concept also. Okay, def is a keyword to start the function. Okay, def is a keyword to start the function definition. Write the arguments inside the opening and closing parentheses of the function and end the declaration with a colon. Must and should you have to write colon here at the end of the declaration, and here parameters are optional. You have to write parameter inside these parentheses, open and close parentheses. Next, a function name is used to uniquely identify it. Function naming follows the same rules of identifier. I already told about some identifier rules. So you have to, must and should you have to follow that identifier rules for function name. What are that rules? Okay, let's see. Just I told that rules only. Identifier rules. I already told in last sessions. There is a brief discussed about identifier rules. Identifier should allows capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, 0 to 9, and underscore. Okay, next, spaces are not allowed in identifier. Spaces are not allowed in identifier. Third rule, identifier, it should start with either alphabet or underscore. It should not start with digit. And identifiers are case sensitive. Case sensitive means there is a difference between uppercase and lowercase. Next, keywords are not accepted as identifiers. Okay, so you have to follow these rules for identifier. So function name is also treated as identifier. So must and should we have to follow that rules for function name. That is nothing but, see the third point, a function name is used to uniquely identify it. Function naming follows the same rules of identifier. Okay. So next point, parameters or arguments. We can call parameters or arguments. Both are same, through which we pass values to the function. They are optional, means parameters are optional. So we have to present or not. Next, return statement. Return statement, to return a value. So return is also optional. Actually, it is a return a value to the function call. So return statement is also optional. Next one. See here, let's see an basic example program of functions concept. Basic example programs of function concept. After that, I will move on to the types of arguments. Let's see. Def. For example, I am taking wish. A function name is wish. Print. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Just I am calling this function by using function name wish. Whenever I call this function, automatically function definition is executed. Whenever I call this function wish, automatically function definition, means entire statements in the function will be executed. So the answer is hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. One function can call multiple times. Okay. Again, wish like this. Hello, good morning, 4 times, because I will call this function 4 times. That's why it will execute the function 4 times. Okay, let's see with the arguments example. Name. I am passing here names. Ram, Raj. Okay, after this, hello, Ram means name, variable name. So it will print like this, hello. So the Ram, first of all, I am calling a function in first time. Ram is stored in name. Hello, Ram, good morning. Hello, Ram, good morning. After that, second function is called, the Raj is stored in name. Hello, Raj, good morning. The answer is C here. Hello, Ram, good morning. Hello, Raj, good morning. Okay, here it is the answer. Okay, this is the basic example programs. So for example, I have to print. I have to find even or odd number using functions concept. Okay, def even odd. Here I am passing one variable, that is nothing but an argument. If the value is even, print even. If the value is odd, print odd. I already told you if else concept in previous session. Okay, let's see that sessions also if you have any doubts on if else concept. Here I am calling even odd of 12. Even if I am taking runtime input, see here I am taking runtime input like n is equal to int of input of enter number, so n, even or odd. So automatically whenever I am calling this function is executed. This n value, okay, this n value will be stored in this n value. In function call, n value will be stored in function definition n value. So it will find either it is a even number or odd number. Let's execute this program. I am giving 12. 12 is even. Again I will executing 13. 13 is odd number. This is an example program for function even or odd. Okay. Again, I am telling another example program for functions concept. Like, let's find factorial. Okay. I am taking a function name as fact. What is a function? What is a factorial? For example, 5 factorial is 120, 4 factorial is 24. So I am calculating factorial like this. For example, 5 means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, like this. Okay. So for calculating only one number, so I am taking only one variable, one argument, that is nothing but n. Okay. So after that I am taking one value. For example, one variable value, f is equal to 1. F is equal to 1. Let's start while n greater than or equal to 1. F is equal to f into n. N is equal to n minus 1. After that I am returning that value. Return f. Return f. Okay. N is equal to int of input of enter number to calculate factorial. So I am calling this function fact of n. Let's see here. So the program execution starts with here n. N is equal to int of input of enter a number to calculate factorial. For example, I am giving 4. So the 4 is stored in this n value, means function definition n variable. Okay. See here I am taking a variable f is equal to 1. Okay. While the condition, what is the condition? 4 greater than or equal to 1. Okay, the condition is true, so it will move on to the statements. Whenever the condition is true, it will execute the loop. So f is equal to f into n. What is the f value? F value is 1. So 1 into 4. 1 into 4. 1 into 4. See here. 4 greater than or equal to 1. The condition is true. So f is equal to f into n. The answer is f means 1. 1 into 4. The answer is 4. Next, n value is updated. N value is nothing but 3. 3 greater than or equal to 1. The answer is true. So whenever the answer is true, it will came to the loop. So f is equal to f into n. What is the f value? F value is already updated. That is nothing but 4. What is the n value? N value is 3. 4 into 3. The answer is 12. So next, n value is updated. N value is equal to 2. Next, so 2 greater than or equal to 1. The condition is true. F is equal to f into n. What is the f value? F value is 12. 12 into 2. The answer is 24. Next, n value is updated. N is equal to n minus 1 means n is equal to 1. 1 greater than or equal to 1. The condition is true. F is equal to f into n. What is the f value? F value is 24. 24 into 1. 24 into 1. The answer is again 24. Again 24. Next, here, see here, I am writing here I am not printing f value. For example, see here I am printing here f value, means factorial is equal to f. Then the answer is 24. Factorial is equal to 24. Factorial is equal to 24. If I am giving, instead of this print statement, I am giving return f. Return f means this f value. What is the f value? 24. It will return some value to the function call. So here I am storing that value in another variable, like fact is equal to. So fact is equal to fact of n. So fact of n, whenever I am calling this function definition is executed. After executing this, I am returning a value to the function call. So these 24 will be stored in fact variable. Let's print the fact variable. Factorial is equal to fact. That's it. Factorial is equal to 120. Okay. This is the next example for functions program. Here I am using return statement also. So these return statements is optional. If you have to print this statement inside function, then you didn't put return statement here. If you have to print this statement outside the function, then must and should you have to give return statement. Okay. See here, types of arguments. In Python programming language, so types of arguments are there. So totally 4 types of arguments are there. That is nothing but positional arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, variable length arguments. Okay. What is positional arguments? Let's move on to the first example. Positional argument. This is the default method. These are the argument passed to the function in correct positional order. The number of arguments and the position of argument must be matched. If we change the number of argument, then we will get an error. Okay, let's see example for positional arguments. Up to now we discussed on positional arguments. Up to now I told some examples. That examples are positional arguments. Okay, like I am taking employee. This employee contains employee name, employee salary, employee ID. Employee contains employee name, salary and ID. So here I am printing employee name is equal to name, print employee salary is equal to sal, employee ID is equal to ID. Okay, let's call this program, let's call this function employee of, so for example Sujana, salary, ID, like this. Okay, so whenever I call this function, automatically this function is executed. So what is positional arguments? This is the default method. These are the arguments passed to the function in correct positional order. Means the first argument stored in first parameter argument, the second argument stored in second argument, third argument stored in third argument. That is nothing but argument passed to the function in correct positional order. Then the result, the answer is employee name, salary, ID. Employee name, salary, ID. Let's see here. Employee name, Sujana, salary and ID. If, see here, the number of arguments and position of argument must be matched. The number of arguments and position of arguments must be matched. Employee of, for example, I am giving Jyoti, only 2 arguments, 89,000, like this. So here I am giving only 2 arguments, but employee function contains, employee user defined function contains 3 parameters, but here I am passing only 2 parameters. Automatically it will generate an error message. What is that error message? Type error. Employee missing one required positional argument, that is nothing but ID. Here I am passing only 2 parameters, that is nothing but name and salary. I didn't pass ID, that's why it will generate ID is missing. Type error. Okay. So again see next point also. For example, I am passing, first of all I am passing salary, and next I am passing ID, next I am passing name, next I am passing name. Let's execute this. See here, employee name is equal to some salary, employee salary is equal to ID, employee ID is equal to name. Okay, whatever you passed here, it doesn't matter. Whatever you passed here, it doesn't matter. The first argument will be stored in first parameter, the second argument will be stored in second parameter, the third argument will be stored in third parameter, like this. So it is an example program of positional arguments. Okay, so then coming to the keyword arguments. In the keyword arguments mentioned during the function call along with their corresponding values. These keywords are mapped with function argument, so that function name easily identify that corresponding values even if the order is not mentioned during the function call. Using the keyword argument, the argument passed in the function call is matched with the function definition on the basis of name of the parameter. So for this keyword argument, you have to mention keyword arguments. For this keyword argument, you have to mention keyword names in function call. That is nothing but either in different order. The order is not same. Either you have to mention different order. Name is equal to Srujana. Next, ID is equal to somewhat 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, salary is equal to 78,000. Okay. Here I am mentioning salary is equal to. Next, ID is equal to. Next, name is equal to. So name is equal to Srujana. This Srujana will be stored in name. Next, ID. So automatically this 1, 2, 3, 4 is stored in third parameter. Why? Because keywords are matched here. Keywords are matched. So in keyword argument, must and should we have to mention keywords in function call. And moreover, one more point is these keywords are compulsory matched with function definition keywords also. Function definition keywords and function call keywords must and should be matched. Okay, let's execute this program. See here, name, salary, ID. I didn't put the order here. I didn't put same order here, but the result will be generated in correct order. Okay. See here, employee of, for example, I am giving name is equal to Samran, but I am giving salary in full form. Salary is equal to somewhat 90,000, like this. Okay. Next one is ID is equal to, I am mentioning some ID. Okay. See here, name is there and ID is also there, but salary, so in function definition salary, the form is SAL. In function call SALARY, full form. Let's execute. See here, employee got unexpected keyword salary. Okay, must and should in keyword argument, Function call arguments and function definition argument must and should be matched. Otherwise, it will generate error messages. This is about keyword arguments. In the next session, I would like to tell about default arguments, variable length arguments, etc. So, remaining concepts I will tell on next session. Okay, keep watch our videos. If you have any doubts, please post on comment section. Thanks for watching.